Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy to have you back today for a new pick a card reading. I hope that all of you are doing amazing today and having a wonderful day. So in today's reading, we have a very specific message that is going to be relevant to your current situation. So this is going to be the exact message that you need to hear right now about what's happening in your life currently. As always, we do have 3 piles to choose from. We have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Please feel free to choose any pile that you feel most drawn to, and then you can skip to the timestamps which are in the description box, and I will see you guys at your reading. Hello my beautiful pile number 1. If you guys feel drawn to this pile, then this is going to be a reading for today, all about the very specific message that you need to hear right now about your current situation. So pile number 1 for your deck today, you guys feel drawn to deck number 1. And you also have this beautiful pearl charm. So welcome to your reading, pile number 1. Let's get right into your message. And let's see what is the very specific message Spirit would like to communicate to you right now about what's happening in your life. I want to start with a rune card for you today. So what is the very specific message meant to reach pile number 1 about their current situation? Let's see. Okay, we have the Dagas rune. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. But pile number 1, the keywords are breakthrough, awakening, awareness, daylight, clarity, as opposed to nighttime uncertainty. A time to plan or embark upon an enterprise. What a beautiful card to start your reading with, pile number 1. So the very specific message that you need to hear right now is that you're very near a breakthrough in your life. I feel like you're stepping in this energy where things are going to be clear as daylight, whereas maybe, prior you were experiencing this uncertainty in your life. So I see you, pile number 1, coming out of a time where you felt confused or uncertain. Maybe you felt uncertain about a breakthrough in your life, whether it's ever gonna happen or maybe how it's gonna happen, But it seems like this message wants to say to you that there is a time of your life approaching where things are going to be clear as daylight. So this is also a time for you to plan. I see that this is a time for you to make plans for the future because it feels like you are embarking on an enterprise, a breakthrough. This time of your life is a moment of awakening. I really like that you also have the pearl charm. And I will tell you something about how the pearl is made. It actually begins as an infection in the shell. And the shell has to fight with it in order to create the pearl. So I want to say, if you have been going through maybe a time of your life that felt a bit difficult, I'm hearing a blessing is going to come out of it. So maybe that's also the very specific thing that you need to hear. And the truth about what's currently happening in your life is perhaps a time of your life that felt uncertain and a bit difficult leads to a breakthrough, leads to a moment of clarity, leads to a moment of awakening, right? And it feels like it's all leading you to some kind of enterprise. So everything feels very connected. Let's see what else you need to know. What is the very specific message for you right now, pile number 1? What is the very specific message for pile number 1? Self-love. Beautiful. I see you, pile number 1, really starting to find love in yourself again. And I feel like a big part of this breakthrough is actually going to be you returning back to yourself in some aspect. I see that this is a time of your life when you are starting to see the beauty in yourself again. You're starting to feel better about yourself. And it all feels very connected. I want to say there is a lot of synchronicity in your pile. There's a lot of, there's this energy of things, everything feeling so connected. And it's like the moment you start becoming aware of your beauty, the moment you start awakening to your beauty, to your talent, to your potential, is the moment where a breakthrough happens for you. So everything seems like it's happening in order, It's like first you start to fall in love with yourself and then the breakthrough comes. Very interesting. I really like the energy because I feel like this time of your life specifically is also maybe trying to bring you closer to yourself. It's maybe trying to help you become more aware of your strengths and your beauty and your talent and your potential, because this is how you're meant to lead your life moving forward. I feel like there's something about this time of your life that maybe even you feel a bit closed off, maybe you feel a bit separated from other people, because I feel like you're in a space where you need to find love for yourself before you go on and do anything else. It seems like finding love for yourself in this time of your life feels necessary because it's somehow also connected to maybe the enterprise that's about to come into your life, the breakthrough that's about to come into your life. So again, everything feels very synchronized and everything feels like it's happening in order for you, pile number one. What else is the message? The very specific message that you need to hear. Okay, new projects and learning with the alkalite. I hope I'm saying that right. So there's a new project that maybe you want to start here, pile number one. Again, it seems like at the beginning of a project may be connected to a breakthrough. You are embarking upon some kind of enterprise. So I also feel like your cards are speaking to you to maybe begin a project, to maybe start learning something, maybe start practicing something. This can talk about developing your skills, devoting time to things that really matter to you, that really mean to you. And you're maybe also feeling inspired to start some kind of new project. I really have a message for you that something beautiful is going to come out of the spirit of your life. And that's something that I want to assure you in. Because it feels like whatever difficulties you have been dealing with are maybe inspiring something within you. Maybe that strength that it takes to go through those times is inspiring you, is showing you how strong you are, is showing you how talented you are. And so I see you winning, pile number one. I see you winning out of the situation. I see a breakthrough out of the situation because, again, it feels like you have been dealing with some kind of uncertainty in your life. But that's what's changing. And it feels like out of that uncertainty, there is a breakthrough. So let's get into your tarot cards to see more about this, pile number one. What do you need to hear about your current situation? Okay. We have the Four of Wands. What else about your current situation? The first thing that I'm hearing, though, is that your current situation actually feels very stable. So although you may be feeling uncertain, you may be feeling confused, I feel like the reality of the situation in your life is that it's actually very stable, is that you're going to be safe, you're going to be fine no matter what. So also that's something that you need to hear, is that your life right now actually feels very stable. We have the Daughter of Cups. Okay, the Page of Cups and the Chariot. Oh, unexpected movement forward. Yeah, I really don't feel like you're seeing this coming, but about your current situation, I'm actually seeing you being able to start progressing, to move forward, to progress in your goals, progress in maybe certain aspects of your life that felt uncertain or felt like they weren't progressing as much as you wanted them to. But I see that unexpectedly, you're going to start to embark on this energy of progression in your life. The Page of Cups is all about unexpected miracles, unexpected luck, blessings, as well, that come into in our life because of open-mindedness and because we're open to it. And so the Chariot It's about moving forward with your goals. And something else that I'm seeing about your situation is that once you start moving this time, you won't be experiencing any more obstacles, because the Chariot is also all about progressing in a very straightforward, undisrupted way. So with the Chariot, there aren't obstacles showing up. There is a linear way forward. And I feel like this is the kind of flow you may be embarking on in this time of your life, where you do get to progress with your goals in a very straightforward way. Okay, we also have the Four of Pentacles. So I see you have been dealing with like some kind of like restrictive energy. Maybe you've been feeling a bit like entangled in the way of like, how do I progress? How do I move forward? How do I initiate this breakthrough in my life? So that's something that I'm seeing you being able to resolve in this time of your life. And I feel like you also have been holding your back in some aspect. Like I usually with the Four of Pentacles, we get this energy if we're restricting ourselves from something. Maybe it's out of fear, or maybe it's because you just want to feel safe. You want to, be okay. And that's something that you will be. I want to assure you that you're going to be fine. It's going to work out for you. I feel like someone really needs to hear, because, also the Four of Pentacles can come up when we're holding ourselves back or restricting ourselves, because maybe we worry, are we going to be financially okay? Are we going to, take this step forward and actually be safe and okay? Are we going to be able to survive this, So I do feel like you maybe have been holding yourself back a little bit because of this, but I see that you're able to work through it. And I see that you're able to untangle yourself from whatever situation you may be finding yourself in right now. And this is something that's unfolding actively in your life. It's not going to be taking too long. This is meant to reach you in a very timely manner. So whenever you need to hear this message, you're going to be able to move forward. And I see you break through some limitations that maybe you have been experiencing in your life. Okay, what else do you need to hear? I'm also sorry if it's a bit dark, but I think the lighting is a bit weird today. Okay, what else do you need to hear, pile number 1? We have cultural and family roots, home, peace, and comfort with the house 4. So the house 4, especially coming under the 4 of Wands, I definitely feel like Spirit wants to, confirm to you that you're going to be safe. And I see that you are a very important part of your family. You're maybe a very important individual of your family. Maybe you're going to reconstruct your family roots. Maybe you're going to change the foundations of your family, the lineage as well. But I want to reassure you also, there's something about your home being very safe, you being very safe. There's a lot of peace, protection, comfort around you right now. So you're going to be safe. I feel like you also need to hear the very specific message that you need to hear is that your home is going to be safe. You're going to be safe. Your family is going to be safe. I feel like you need to know that you're going to be safe no matter what. So let's get your final card, pile number 1. What is the final message you need to hear? Wow, 4, 4, 4. Yeah, so the number 4 keeps appearing for you. Number 4 is the energy of the home, is the energy of our foundations, our job, our financial security. So I feel like you really need to hear specifically right now that you're going to be safe. Like financially provided for, your home is going to be okay, your family is going to be okay, your health is going to be okay. So your message is, angels are guiding and supporting you, providing a stable foundation for success. So another thing that you need to hear is that you're being extremely guided in this time of your life angelically. So nothing can hurt you, nothing can get in your way, nothing can prevent this breakthrough from happening because it's very guided. If you're feeling a bit isolated in this time of your life, it may be also because of protection. So that's something that I'm channeling for some of you. If you're maybe feeling a bit distance from other people, or you're finding yourself wanting to feel like more, wanting to be, a bit more introverted, I feel like it's because of protection. So whatever is happening in your life right now, you need to trust that it's happening for your highest good as well. Because I feel like you're being protected from everything that, wouldn't be good for you. So even if an opportunity doesn't go your way, it may be because of protection. If you're feeling a bit more isolated than usual, it could be because of protection. I see that you're being extremely guided and protected in this time of your life because something is assuring that you reach success. So this time of your life is very important for you because it's the time when the foundations are being set for you to succeed in your life. Pile number 1. So that's the message that I have for you today. I hope that this resonated for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye-bye. Well, my beautiful pile number 2, if you guys feel drawn to this pile, then this is going to be a reading in your message for today, all about the very specific message that is meant to reach you right now about your current situation. So pile number 2 for your deck today, you guys feel drawn to deck number 2. And you have this black crystal ball charm. So welcome to your reading, pile number 2. Let's get right into your message for today. I also apologize if it's a bit dark on the screen, but it's very gloomy outside right now, and so it's affecting the lighting a little bit. But let's get into your message, pile number 2. Maybe it's going to feel a bit more cozy for you this way. Let's see, what do you need to know right now? The very specific message for your current situation, pile number 2. Spirit, what is the very specific message for pile number 2? Okay, let's start with your rune card. So we have the Berkana rune. Okay, birth, general fertility, both mental and physical and personal growth, liberation, regenerative power and light of spring, renewal, promise of new beginnings and new growth. Beautiful, pile number 2. So I feel like you are definitely undergoing a period of, first of all, personal growth. I feel like you're physically, mentally, spiritually evolving. And there's something about this time of your life that it's really going to set you free. That's something that's standing out to me. We do have the word liberation here. So I feel like this time of your life is going to set you free in some aspect. It's maybe a time of rebirth. We do have the birth energy. We do have new beginnings. This time of your life feels like it's promising a new beginning. It feels like something new is coming to life in this time of your life. Maybe it's you as well. New growth. This time of your life also feels very fertile for blessings, for results, for progress. Let's see what else, pile number 2. What is the message that you need to hear about your current situation? I'm hearing from Spirit, this time of your life is promising a lot, pile number 2, but you have to trust it. So there's something about you needing to really trust in this time of your life, because it is promising you a new beginning in your life and your life's story. It's promising you, I feel, also a major change in your life. But you have to trust it. That's what I'm hearing. You have to trust it. Oh, wow. Yeah, so we have the fear. Maybe this is why. But we also do have the cage on this card here, and I hope you can see. If you have been finding yourself, pile number 2, maybe in a period of darkness, maybe, in a period where you felt stuck, restricted, in the dark, not knowing how, not knowing when also. I'm seeing there is this universal energy coming in to break you free from this. Something in the universe is moving in your favor to help you break free from maybe this solitude also you feel stuck in. Maybe a lot of you feel very alone. You feel misunderstood in some way. But there could have been some fears holding you back. I feel like you're really able to liberate yourself in this time of your life. There's big energy of you being set free from this dark space that you may be feeling in. I'm seeing a lot of limitations, like you may be feeling a bit limited in this time of your life, in this current situation, but I feel like this is also where your new birth comes in. It's interesting that you maybe feel very stuck, but the truth, I guess, about your situation is that it's promising a new beginning. So let's get more cards to see how this is connected, because I feel like this is very insightful for you, pile number 2. And it's a very contrasting energy as to how you may be feeling stuck, but this period of your life is actually promising you a new beginning. Very interesting. Okay, what else do you need to know? What is the very specific message for you, pile 2? The wise one, we have tradition and order. So this is why I feel like you have to trust in this time of your life, because it seems like everything is happening in order. I feel like everything is happening and unfolding according to a divine plan, pile number 2, and something has already started to move in your life. That's something that I'm sensing for you, is something has already started to move or initiate, which you maybe can't see yet. That's why I'm feeling like there is this universal energy. It's maybe you recently prayed to the universe, or you asked maybe like, show me the way, ask me how, show me how, you know. I'm also seeing for you, pile number 2, that you're actually a very wise person. And the reason as to why you feel a bit maybe lost in this time of your life has nothing to do with your wisdom, has nothing to do with your capability as well. But I feel like there is fear. I'm not sure why, but there is fear. There is, I don't know, maybe you feel like what you're asking for is a lot. Maybe you feel like it's bigger than you and you don't know how it's going to happen. But trust in the plan, because I do see there is a plan for you. So let's get into your tarot cards to see more in depth about your message here, pile 2. Spirit, what is the message for those who are trying to pile number 2, the very specific message for pile number 2? Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, we also have the Tower. Oh, I see where the fear is coming from. Okay, so the fear can be coming from you being aware that something in your life is no longer working. And maybe this is what's holding you back. Is you know that in order for something new to begin, you need to let go of something. You need to let something crumble, you know? And maybe this is the fear. But also, I feel like you need to trust that there is order and that thing that you're worrying about is going to be replaced by something new. All right, so the Tower coming up, it's also, you know, wanting to say to you how there is order in this destruction perhaps in your life, right? In this period where maybe you feel uncertain because you sense that, you know, the Tower is something that we predict, we sense, it's a long time coming thing. Usually before a building collapses, it shows signs of weakness, you know? And so maybe this is something you have been sensing, but the encouraging message coming in for you is that there is order in it. So you're going to be safe. And maybe that's the comforting thing that you need to know. Interesting that we also have a Four of Wands, which came out as your first card, which is all about foundations. And so I feel like in this time of your life, you will be establishing new foundations in your life. Maybe it's in your career. We do see the Page of Pentacles. Maybe this is talking about a job for you. Maybe it's talking about a career that you no longer find fulfilling. a career that for a long time you've kind of wanted to step out of, transition towards something else. Maybe you've wanted to become a business owner, maybe you've wanted to become a musician, an artist. And so I see new foundations being put into place for you with this Four of Wands. It's indicating that there is, you know, when the tower crumbles, it's an opportunity for something else to be built on that soil, for new foundations to be set into place. And so I see that this is, you know, why you maybe also have to trust this time of your life, because it is promising you a new beginning. But in order for the new beginning to happen, you have to trust in the new beginning. You have to trust in the initiation of this new beginning in your life. We also have the Queen of Wands. You could be a Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. And we also have the World. Oh, I'm hearing something about the world being your oyster, pile number 2. Do you see how beautiful your cards are? And you know, this tower energy, it's really signaling to me that whatever, you know, is essentially crumbling in your life, it's really making space for a new beginning for you, for a new chapter, for something new to be born. There's a lot of hope right now for you. There's a lot of promise, a lot of potential for you. And I see that you're going to be able to step into something that feels very authentic, something that feels very truthful, very honest to you. Some of you may be also relocating, you may be traveling, you may be initiating a more international opportunity in life. It feels like you're going to be safe throughout all of this. And I feel like the fear is coming because you feel like there is going to be major change in your life. Like, you know, you sense that there is going to be maybe major career change for you. Just as I'm speaking, the sunlight is starting to come in. And so I feel like it's very synchronized and in tune with your reading. We were especially talking about the darkness, you know? And so it really shows that after a period of darkness, you're able to reach a moment of light, a moment of new beginning, especially in your career. I feel like this time of your life is helping you maybe step into a more authentic career path for you, a more authentic career position. With the Queen of Wands, this can also talk about publicity, fame, and recognition. So yeah, the world especially. So maybe you want to like be seen, pile number 2. Maybe you want to reach global audience in some way. Let's see, what else do you need to know, pile number 2? What is the very specific message for your current situation? Okay, we have the mutable card. Surrender, fluidity, and welcoming change. Okay, yeah, I feel like this is definitely calling you to allow change, to surrender. You know, we had that trust that it does feel like this time of your life is promising you a new beginning, but only if you surrender, only if you allow it to happen, only if you allow the things that are out of alignment to fall apart so that new things can come in. And I really like this card because it's showing, you know, to stop trying to hold the water in your hands, basically. Allow it to flow. Allow fluidity in your life. Welcome the change that's trying to come in. Don't fear the change. I feel like this is where the fear is coming from. It's like you maybe sense the destruction of something and it's worrying you, it's creating fear, but that's just change. It's nothing that's going to hurt you. I feel like it's actually something that will liberate you. So be wise. I feel like you know all of this. Trust in the tradition, trust in the order in the universe and how things are happening for you. Okay, let's see, what is your final message? Pile number 2. What is the final message you need to hear? 3, 4, 5. You're in a period of transition and change. Embrace new beginnings and trust in the process of transformation unfolding in your life. Wow, this is literally exactly what we were talking about today for you, pile number 2. As I feel you're finding yourself somewhere in the middle. of a transition, of a major transition and change in your life. And so embrace this new beginning. Again, welcome the change that's trying to come into your life. Welcome this new beginning and trust in the process. This is literally exactly what I said in the beginning. I said that it feels like this time of your life is promising you a new beginning, but only if you trust in the process. So this is specifically what you need to know about your current situation. You're finding yourself, pile number 2, in a period where you're maybe transitioning, perhaps in your career, between jobs, between relationships, between your identity. And yes, it's uncomfortable, but you have to trust in the transformation that's currently unfolding in your life, because it's leading to a complete new beginning. And I also see that is aligning you to your higher purpose. It's aligning you to the higher version of you. So pile number 2, that's what I have for your reading today. I hope that this resonated for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye-bye. My beautiful pile number 3, if you guys feel drawn to this pile, then this is going to be a reading for today, all about the very specific message that you need to hear right now about your current situation. So pile number 3 for your deck today, you guys feel drawn to deck number 3, as well as this adorable teddy bear charm. So welcome to your reading, pile number 3. Let's get right into your message, and let's see what is the very specific message you need to hear right now about your current situation. So this is going to be relevant to whatever is currently happening in your life. Spirit, what is the very specific message you want to deliver to pile 3 about their current situation? Okay, we're going to start with your rune card. Okay, we have the Othala rune. I hope I'm saying that right. So the keywords are inherit property or possessions, a house, a home. What is truly important to one? Group order, group prosperity. Interesting, pile number 3. So I feel like there is a lot of potential maybe around your home. Maybe someone here is moving soon to a new home. Maybe you're buying a home. Also, what is truly important to one? So this time of your life, it feels like it's really bringing you closer maybe to your values. Like, what does truly matter to you? What are the things that are important to you personally in your life? I feel like this time of your life is bringing you closer to your values, to what matters to you. Again, could be a sign that someone is buying a home, someone is moving as well. I'm also seeing a lot of prosperity coming in through material things for you. So yeah, there was this message about inherit property or possessions. I feel like this time of your life is very relevant to possessions, to material things. So also money, properties, opportunities. You could be inheriting maybe something. You could be approaching a windfall when it comes to wealth, when it comes to finances. Group prosperity as well can be talking about you and your close ones being safe, being protected, being blessed. So in a sense, I'm seeing that you and everyone who's involved in your life are going to be entering this very prosperous period, pile number 3. I feel like this is what is the message about your current situation. You and your loved ones are going to be safe. You're going to be led towards prosperity, towards, possessions, material possessions. In that way, I feel like you're being rewarded. So what else do you need to know about this current situation? What is the very specific message? The fear coming out. This one also came out for pile number 2, but also I feel like you have action. And so what you need to hear right now is to don't fear and act. So this time of your life, this current situation in your life, it feels like you're ascending. That's something that I'm seeing. You're ascending, and what Spirit wants to communicate to you is action over fear. Less fearing, more action, more movement in your life right now. If there's anything you feel inspired to do, move towards that. I feel like You know how this person feels very secluded in the dark, and this person is so expressive and it's moving. And I feel like this is wanting to say, this time of your life, act over your fear. The fear is very temporary, but the more you act, the more you will move forward, the more you will progress, the more I also feel like rewards you will start to see. So I also see that this time of your life, again, is connecting you to who you really are, to what really matters to you, to what values in life really matter to you. Maybe art matters to you, maybe creativity, maybe action, maybe dance matters to you. But you cannot let the fear hold you back from acting, pile number 3. Because someone here could have been held back a lot by fears. It's like there's a lot of things that you want to do in your life, but maybe you lack the courage, maybe you lack the trust to do these things. Maybe it's also fear of judgment or putting yourself out there, but I'm also hearing about your time in the spotlight is right now. So you need to act towards this. What else? Okay, we have the pathless, difficult decisions and lack of direction. Okay. I feel like, okay, now I'm seeing kind of the bigger message, I suppose, I need to deliver to you. I feel like this time of your life, pile number 3, is trying to connect you to a path in your life that you belong to, right? So this is a home, it's a group of people, it's some kind of material status, some kind of society that you belong to. And this time of your life is trying to connect you to that. Now, you may be feeling fear in the present moment. You may be feeling like you're pathless, like you have a difficult time making decisions, you have a difficult time finding your way towards this. Maybe you're finding it difficult because there are multiple paths available, or maybe you're finding it difficult because you feel like there are no paths available for you. And so you're having a difficult time making decisions. And it feels like you're being stuck in the space of making the decision. But what Spirit wants to say is if you act, you're going to get the answers. So the answers is not in you figuring it out before you act, but I feel like the answer is in you taking action and then receiving the answer. Because until you test it in the world, you're just speculating. What's going to happen if I do this? What's going to happen if I do that? So you may be automatically eliminating things that would actually work. And maybe you are moving towards things that, wouldn't work. Who knows, right? Maybe they will work. But again, we're speculating. And you're just speculating out of fear and not actually doing it. So maybe this is eye-opening for you. The reason why you're feeling lacking direction, the reason why you're maybe having a difficult time finding your path and deciding is because you're not acting enough. And it feels like it's all just in the mind. That's where the fear is created, when we start to overthink. You know how something always seems like a really good idea initially, and then if you sit on it for too long, the brain will literally find 100 reasons as to why that it's not a good idea anymore. Interesting, right? So are you finding yourself in that mental space, pile number 3? Are you finding yourself fearing action? Maybe you fear to take action because something in you says, I don't feel like this is gonna work. So what? Maybe it's gonna work, maybe it's not gonna work, but you're gonna try again. So I feel like the key message that I need to deliver to you right now is that in order for you to gain the answers that you're looking for in life and in your path, you need to take action. It doesn't matter what the action is. Even if it doesn't lead to anything, you still eliminated a path that doesn't work, Whereas if you don't act towards it, you're just speculating, and you're always going to be questioning what would have happened, because we can never truly know, right? Until we really go in and try it. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. If it works, it works. but you're gonna keep acting. So you need to take action, pile number 3. Let's see your tarot cards. What are your tarot cards going to say? Oh, wow, we have the moon, also the 10 of swords that fell out on the ground. So the 10 of swords, the moon. Let's see, what is the very specific message for you? Oh, so many cards. The 9 of swords. That's crazy that you have the fear card as well. So here's the thing, pile number 3. The only way to get yourself out of the situation is through action. Page of Wands on the bottom of the deck. And also the, wow, look at this. Page of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, the Star, the Death card. Okay, the Death card. So I feel like maybe you're finding yourself right now, pile number 3, in a space where you feel so exhausted, so confused, burned out, worried. You don't know how to do this, maybe. You feel like, I don't know. I really don't know how to make this thing happen. And the guidance for you is very simple. You need to act on the things that feel inspiring to you in the present moment. Feels like your inspiration, your immediate spark is the gateway to this new maybe financial opportunity, this new life that you want to manifest. It's like maybe someone wants to buy a house and you're like, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I don't have maybe the finances to do this. But what if you think of this crazy idea one day, you know, maybe I should start a YouTube channel, or maybe I should write a book, maybe I should start a business. And then 2 or 3 years later, that was your supply to buy the home. Who knows, right? So I'm kind of seeing this message for you of you feel maybe a bit like you lack direction towards a specific path, a specific dream. But truthfully, the answer is action. Action over fear. Action towards your inspiration. Action towards possibilities, the Ace of Pentacles. You know, also this is talking about how things are being presented in your life, how there are offerings in your life, but you have to act towards those offerings. You have to acknowledge those offerings. You have to see them and pursue them, you know? And they feel small, I'm not gonna lie. The Page of Wands, it's not like this major corporate opportunity that's falling in your lap. It usually is inspiration in the way of, I should do this. I should start this business. This would be a cool idea. I should maybe apply here. That's the thing, is I feel right now you're surrounded by so much inspiration, but maybe you're stuck in the place of fearing the action towards this inspiration, because maybe you feel like, what if it doesn't work? What if I fail? What if this leads to nothing? What if I'm wasting my time? A very beautiful question we all ask ourselves. What if I'm just wasting my time? Well, if you don't do it, you're still gonna waste your time. So might as well try, might as well do it, might as well give it your best. Pile number 3. Okay, what else do you need to hear about your current situation? We have the Saturn. Feel restricted, experience struggle, learn hard work and patience. Oh my God, I was literally just saying, you know, how some of you may be questioning, am I wasting my time? You know, am I just wasting my time on this opportunity? So you may feel a bit restricted right now, pile number 3. You may be experiencing some inner struggles. And I feel like this is inner restriction, inner struggles, because I feel like the fear that you're currently experiencing is very much coming from your own thoughts. Because it feels like you're kind of stuck in your mind. Maybe you're stuck in this place of like perfection, overthinking, but in your life, there is actually offerings. And that's maybe something that this message wants to communicate to you, is that in this present time of your life, you may feel restricted, you may feel like you're experiencing struggle, but actually what's happening in your life, you're being offered so many opportunities that you're not noticing or not taking action. So learn hard work and patience. That's going to be a very important part of this current situation in your life, is that you're going to need to work hard and you're going to need to be patient, and there's no way around it. There's no shortcuts. I feel that's what your cards are trying to say. You may be looking for a shortcut. Oh, and maybe this is why you feel restricted, because you're looking for the exact link to something. Like, how can I take this one action and how can I get it right away? But I feel like what your cards are wanting to say, and this is a very specific message about your current situation, is that there are no shortcuts, pile number 3. I feel like you're gonna really need to learn how to work hard and how to love the hard work and how to be patient with this. Because again, the Page of Wands, this is in the very early stages. It still feels like a this would be nice kind of thing, or like this is what I want to do. This is like what I see for my vision, but it may take you years to execute this. It may take you months for some of you. But I want to tell you, so that I can shift your perspective, if 5 years feels like a long time, you don't have a choice but to live through those 5 years. They're still gonna pass, and you're gonna find yourself 5 years later wishing you started now. Because it's not too late, and you're not wasting your time, but you're gonna have to learn hard work and patience. That is, I feel, something that this time of your life is teaching you. So let's see what is going to be your final message, pile number 3. What is the final message for you about your current situation? Okay, 0, 0, 0. So it feels like a perfect time to plant new seeds, to start something new, pile number 3. You're receiving guidance and protection from the universe. Trust in the divine plan for your life. So your last message, and the very specific message that you need to hear about your current situation, is that this is the perfect time to plant new seeds that are over time in the future, with your hard work, dedication, and patience, going to prove to be very prosperous. So this can be the beginning of a new business. This can be the beginning of a project. This can be the beginning of a new career direction for you. This can be the beginning of a side hustle. Whatever it may be, I see that you do feel inspired in this time, but what's worrying you is how you're going to get to that big outcome. And the truth is that there is no shortcut. You're not gonna wake up tomorrow and experience that. It's maybe gonna take some time. It's maybe gonna take some months, maybe some years. But I feel like through your hard work and dedication and patience, you will be able to do it. So the thing that you need to hear is action over fear. Don't allow the fear to hold you back, pile number 3. That's the message that I have for you today. I hope that this resonated for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye-bye.